Now to the tiny village of Alert Bay, where two grizzlies are the town's newest tourists. It's believed the dangerous pair swam to the Cormorant Island community, and conservation officers with traps weren't far behind. CTV's Gord Kurbis went to Cormorant Island today. He's in Port McNeill now with more. Gord.
Andrew, talk with anyone on Vancouver Island about being bear aware, and they should be able to provide you with a list of items that they need to go through in order to cut down on the number of interactions between bears and humans. Now, that's never been a problem for the people living on Cormorant Island because, quite frankly, they don't have wildlife of any sort on the island. But that's a situation that changed on Friday. They're using sirens and noisemakers trying to get two grizzly bears to move out of this neighborhood on Cormorant Island.
Our primary objective right now is to keep people safe, and we do have some traps, live traps, and we're trying to capture these bears at this time.
The two grizzlies were first spotted on the island Friday afternoon around 5:30. It marks the first time they've ever been on this island.
Word is that black bears occasionally will pass through, but this is the first time in anyone's memory and as far as anyone knows in history that there's been grizzlies here.
They've been in my yard for the last couple of nights.
They've been leaving their tracks while going through yards like Daryl Hughes.
They're just roaming around. There's a little trail in the back that goes around over to the plum tree, and then there's another trail on the other side, and they've just been hanging around in there.
So right here. Yeah, only a few people have been able to photograph the elusive pair. Christy Perot grabbed this image this morning after her dog first sensed them in her yard.
His fur was standing up all the way in the back. And I looked out the window and they were standing right here. And they just walked over. They didn't run, they just walked and went right off to the side.
Walking trails and the local campground have been closed off and students are being kept inside their school. Because conservation officers say grizzlies can be much more aggressive than black bears, many of the island's 1,000 inhabitants are on edge.
I've been describing it as a combination of excitement, curiosity, and trepidation.
We've been going door to door in some of the areas where these bears have been sighted, reinforcing awareness, what to do, and certainly our objective is to try to keep people safe and bears safe at this point.
Conservation officers vow they'll stay on the island until the bears are captured. Now, Andrew, in the story that I just showed you, the traps are set up on the south part of Cormorant Island, but most of the activities today took place on the northern half of the island. Conservation officers and the RCMP are effectively doing their best to try to scare the animals from the north into the south where those two traps are waiting. It's something that they're hoping they can do without having to destroy the animals, and that's certainly something that the people living on the island are hoping for as well. Andrew?